Taco Potato Mustang. I'm in Orlando, Florida for the second time in a month. And I was supposed to do a review on this 2013 or something Toyota Sienna minivan. I did not do the review. I don't really have a good excuse. It's a few days later, and I'm back in Virginia in the garage, and I'm dealing with this shit again with the DudeStang. This is the, I don't remember what you call it, but it's like a, sort of like a grill piece that goes on the passenger side. I can't remember. I've put the one on the driver's side back in at least, supposed to look like that, at least twice. And then I think this will be the second time or third time that I've put the passenger side one back in. I know this is like a small thing, but it's annoying because you have to take out like the underguard on the 2011 to 2014 Mustangs to like get this back in there and then like secure it. This honestly, like this is the type of shit that makes me want to just like buy a new car, like a new Mustang, in hopes that that doesn't happen. It's dumb, but it's so annoying. And I'm like, why? I'm obviously a big fan of Ford, but this is the kind of stuff that annoys me. Anyways, I just reconnected the battery on the Fox body. I think I might take it for a drive here soon, since it's been a little while, at least 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see if my record of continuing to get it to start up after vacations continues. Wow, amazing. So you can see the odometer shows 47,255, and I think when I bought the car, I have to double check. I want to say it was like around 100, between 145 and 100, or 45 and 46, which means that I know for sure the odometer rolled over at least once. So these odometers have they have 5 digits. And then there's like the rolling one. So like when you get to 99,999, it just rolls over. And I guess in some states they issue what's called, I think it's called like a bonded title, or I can't remember the name, which is like stupid because it's not like, and I mean, obviously like people who are smart enough to know that, you know, an odometer rollover isn't going to mean that a car is like got all sorts of things wrong with it. They just know that like the mileage is not necessarily going to be completely accurate. But it's kind of stupid. One, I mean, obviously like Ford should have like, you know, figured that out when they made these cars, that, you know, some people were going to drive them for more than 100,000 miles. But also like, what made me think of it is that so I'm one of those people who, like, when I look at auction sites or like cars for sale, and you see something like, I don't know, like an Acura NSX or whatever, and or like a special edition Shelby or something, it'll say like, I don't know, like a 90, it's like a, you know, we'll go with the NSX one because I'm thinking of when I saw it. It's like a I don't know, like 1995 Acura NSX or something, and it'll say it has like 10,000 miles, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy. But I used to think it was crazier before I had this car, because I feel like I drive this car a fair amount, and I've put less than 2,000 miles on it in like 3 years. Obviously it's like a, you know, project car that I drive sometimes, and I have 2 other vehicles that I drive. But when, I mean, like, I still am like, when I see one that's like, it's like a unique car, but it's not like one of a kind, and it's been driven 800 miles in like 10 or 20 years. I'm like, come on, dude, like, drive the car. I mean, I get it if it's like one of one, if it's like the most rare, like special edition thing, and you're like a collector, I don't know. But if you have a car that's not that rare and it's just like a nice sporty car, like, drive the car, you know? And but now I'm like, oh, you know, I guess like if you know someone drove like, I don't know, a couple thousand miles in like, I don't know, 3 years. Obviously I'm thinking of my own specific example. It's actually not that bad, considering if you have like other cars. Obviously every situation is different, but I feel like I was a little more hypercritical of vehicles for sale with super low mileage that should be driven more. I was more critical before it occurred to me that I've had this car for almost 3 years and haven't quite driven it 2,000 miles. So I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah. I just dropped my son off at daycare, and you might notice that I'm in the DudeStang. Today is another shining example of what I like to call #practical Mustang. You'll notice that in addition to the car seat, lady is in the back seat, so we were able to successfully transport a dog and a baby on our morning commute. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know how comfortably my wife would have fit in the front seat with the seat in the way that it is, but you know, can't have everything. So my latest mission, if you will, which I sort of started talking about at the beginning of this vlog, is to I should probably not be trying to do much while I'm driving. Safety first, people, safety first. Is to find a replacement for, so this is kind of a weird thing. So the name for these parts, the thing that drives me crazy, that keeps like falling out of the front bumper on this car, it's like if you go to like American Muscle or like LMR, like I think they both have it named a like fog light delete panel or something, and I'm like, I don't get it, because the car has fog lights in the front grille, like in the, like just below where the hood latches. So, and then if you were to get the California Special Mustang GT or a Roush Mustang, you would have the fog lights sort of in the location where the fog light, where these panels are, but those are not like the base or like the standard version, like the most common version of the GT that you could buy for this year. So like, why would it be the fog light delete panel? Or maybe it's if you're deleting, I don't get it. Like, because if you're deleting the fog lights, so like if you're deleting the fog lights on the front, I can show you this in a second. Okay, so what some people do on these cars is they will remove like these fog lights, either to make it look more like a Boss 302 or to like, I guess, create more airflow. I think it's debatable whether that would actually make much of a difference if your car is mostly stock. So what they'll do is they'll like have a different grille here, right? And these fog lights will no longer exist. So they'll put the fog lights in place of these things, sort of like the California Special style or like a Roush style. And so I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll find something to just replace these that's like more secure, right? But the only things that I've seen are the California Special style bezels, which is basically this with a fog light, like a fog lamp in this place of this, right? The other option is like a Roush fog light. The problem with the California Special one is that it seems like it goes in the exact same way, like you just clip it in. So I'm guessing that it would just fall out pretty easily too. And then the Roush one is like $400, and I'm not sure I want to spend $400 on like fog lamps that I don't really need. So I don't know. If you have any suggestions, like something that can replace these, I'd prefer not to like replace the whole front bumper because I think it looks fine. But something that could replace these that stays in better, like let me know in the comments, because I'm doing some Googling and I'm not finding much. But I think it would be nice to have something that, I don't know, just stays a little bit better. Maybe I'll try to like, I don't know, find some sort of adhesive or something to like secure them better when I try to put this one in. I think what I should do is get the car up on the ramps so I have a better angle, and I can like get underneath there and look and try to make sure that they're more secure. I don't know. Anyways, I was gonna go to McDonald's today on my way back from dropping off my son, but I don't want to eat crappy hotcakes yet. I'm not in the emotional headspace yet to try that thing that my friend Adam so desperately wants me to try. And also I have a work call in like 5 minutes. So anyways, thanks for watching my vlog. Keep an eye out for more hopefully interesting and entertaining stuff from the Taco Potato Mustang Garage. Peace out.